All right, who am I here with, and what'd you do today?
I'm Seth Hopkins, and I got third place at the Minneapolis Regional.
All right, what were you playing?
I was playing branded Dracotail today.
All right, cool. And before we get to the deck profile, any shout-outs?
Shout out to my boy Hank Henning. Shout out to Zohair. Shout out to my man behind the camera, Antenna. Shout out to Blake right over there, who bullied me into being better. Shout out to the Centurion Discord tournament server that I'm in. All you guys are awesome, and you help me prep a lot. Thank you guys.
All right, let's get to it.
And shout out to Uncle Jeff. Uncle Jeff helped me stay in this game. I wouldn't be playing this game if it wasn't for him.
Shout out to Jeff. All right, let's get to it.
All right. Starters. 3 Lucius, 3 Malulu, 3 5 mana. These are the playmakers in the deck. This is how you're fusing. It's pretty self-explanatory. You want to be running all 3 of these. This is the worst. Malulu's the worst one. Locks you into fusions. All these cards are great. Wouldn't change a thing. 2 Pan, 2 Urgula. This ratio felt really good today. The reasoning is you just want to see a more balanced ratio, and Urgula is also a lot better into the Dracotail mirror, which helps a lot, especially considering the way that I lined up the hand traps for this deck. 2 Pan is really good. 5 mana Pan is basically Holy Sue Fire Dark if you really squint. Spell traps. Oh, sorry, one more monster. Frixel. This card is alright. It won me a couple games. I did a lock in round 3 to lock my opponent with the Spirit Link one, which I'll get to in the extra deck. That was only really possible because I sent this card off of a Rahu. It comes up every so often to normal summon or special summon, but it's mostly there as a brand new fusion target. Spells, 3 Ketsu, 3 Rahu, all 3 traps. The 3 traps felt really good today. There was only 1 or 2 games where I ended up drawing multiples of these going second, and it felt kind of bad when that happened, but I still wouldn't cut it. The advantage that you get, especially when there's decks with such high explosibility in the format, like Mitsu Yummy, you need to be playing 3 traps. If you're not playing 3 traps, you're not going to be able to stop them.
We're going to drop it off with that.
Next up, Brandon package. 2 Fusion, 1 Alibis, 1 Cartesia. This was insane. Almost any time I resolved Branded Fusion, I won the game. There was only 1 match where I didn't win it, and it was because of my opponent just simply drawing better. Cartesia is here just because I wanted another name to fuse. It's probably the best normal summon when you're going first, but going second it almost always comes out. It's a good card. It can flex when you have an Alibis Engrave sometimes. It's alright. Non-engine. 1 Magnamut, 3 Droll, 3 Ash, 3 Nib, 3 Fua. The reason that I lined it up this way is because, well, I feel like Ash and Fua are pretty self-explanatory. Magnamut is here because he's good into Yummy and also can search out the Pan, the Urgula, Malulu. Just gets you a starter in more plays. I did a cool play, one of my rounds of this, with 1 card in the extra deck. I'll touch back more on that later. 3 Droll. Some people might see this and say that they don't want to play it because of the traps and the conflict there. This card was insane. I think that you need to be maining Droll this format, especially with Mitsu Yummy being so prevalent. Mitsurugi is... Murakumo's a hell of a card, man. This deck struggles into a Murakumo sometimes. And just having that extra shutdown going second is really necessary when you're trying to play. Nib, because of Yummy. Like, you need to stop them from getting to Arclight. This is the best way to do that. Alright, extra deck. 3 Athalion and 2 Gulamel. I wouldn't change this. This felt great. Second Gulamel comes up. 3 Athalion, obviously. 1 Secretarion, 1 Philly Regis. Secretarion was really good into the mirror and also helped a lot with some grind situations. Philly Regis only came up 1 time today, but it helped me prevent my opponent's lethal by summoning it, banishing one of their guys, Engrave, and then when they eventually tried to go battle, I had the Magnemite here that I summoned off of the seals. And then I went Philia Regis, bounce Magnemite, summon itself, summon Magnemite, and was able to keep playing from there. Branded package is pretty minimal. One Albion, one Lubellion, one Sanctifier, one Titaniclad, one Mirror Jade. The Titaniclad didn't come up at all today, but I feel like it's still necessary to play, especially if you're afraid of Lunalight, which you should be. This deck cannot out a Liker. Albion and Lubellion, those are the two main starters here. I did not summon Lubellion once today. I only ever went into the Sanctifier in the Albion. Sanctifier is a really good card. The way that you make it is by just sending off the Frixel in the Albaz. And something that came up today, especially when this guy just won me the game immediately. I had Gulamel Seals 3 traps. My opponent nibbed me, and I just summoned Albaz, and then went to Albion into Sanctifier, and then locked them with the Spirit Link one. Which, the links, Spirit, Seal, SP. All 3 of these come up. I made Seal so many times today, it won me a lot of games. Very good card. That's about all. And then side deck, 3 Ghost Bell. I'm not maining Ghost Bell because I wanted to main Droll instead. I felt like Droll was just better into Mitsurugi, which is a really big struggle matchup. But Bell comes in a lot post board into many decks, including the Dracotail Mirror, which is very good. And the other reason I'm on the 2 Urgula in the main deck is because I wanted another way to deal with the mirror a little bit better, since I'm siding Bells. 3 Phantasme. This card is not that great. I just didn't have any really better replacement. This should be Pankratops. I don't own 3 Pankratops. 3 Perulia. This card was alright. I probably wouldn't play this again. I would play Meows instead, but I don't own Meows. It comes in sometimes, but it's really not that great. Meows is a lot better. The rest of the side is a bunch of one-ofs. 1 Serenir, 1 Jizukiru, 1 Talent, 1 Called By, 1 Judgment, 1 Tikaboo. The Jizukiru, not Jizukiru, Thunder King, I'm sorry, is for Lunalight. I didn't end up running into it at all today, but yeah, you have to side either Jizukiru or Thunder King when you're playing Dracotail branded to deal with Lunalight. Serenir came in a bunch. Pretty good into Yummy. Gets Magnemite into rotation if you want it to. Yeah, just another graveyard hate name. And then the going first suite was Tikaboo, Judgment, Called By, Talent. This felt outstanding. I would not change a thing with this. This won me so many games going first, especially Called By, since sometimes the hands can be pretty weak to stuff like an Ash and a Branded Fusion, or a Fua if you want to cut your opponent off draws. Or sometimes you can even just save this and Called By like a Murakumo or a Saji or something. Really broken. Talent, I only drew it once today, but I won the game immediately when I did. Judgment. Judgment was an interesting pick. I really liked it to be able to deal with a lot of the extra spell pushes from decks like Mitsurugi, and also to be evenly matched. That's about it. It's pretty flexible. You could change it if you want. Tikaboo. Did not see this one time today, but almost every game I was hoping to draw it. Would absolutely recommend playing it. Yeah, that's about it.
All right.